Craig, would you like to recap what you've seen from last session?
Oh, I got them, Scott.
Sour ones.
No,
that's
just
sour.
normal. Sorry.
What happened last time?
Yeah.
David nearly died again, but he didn't. He was trying to say he didn't, but he did.
Yeah.
We snuck past a big wormy thing, and then we didn't kill some more displacer beasts, and then Sprite went off and looted some corpses, and then we had a fight, and Tom was in the bag of holding, and Balfour's upset.
No, I openly said I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
No, you were upset with your friend's dead corpse. You put in the bag of holding with Tom, or before you took, or Tom came out, and then you put the corpse in.
It was like a Pokemon battle. I called one back and threw one out at the same time.
So, are you putting Bariam's corpse into the bag of holding?
He has done.
Note that down. I'm sure that won't be too horrifying in the future.
And then
there's no air in there, so it's not going to decompose.
Yeah, but you've still got a corpse in there, so eventually, if you find Marek, it's like, look, I found your friend.
Yes, exactly. That's what he's going to do.
Cool.
And then Sprite came and gave us some speech about God knows what, and then ran away again.
So and then Hayes went in. Hayes has disappeared.
With the map, I believe, and some notes. Or was it just the notes?
It's got both.
Yes. But did Alithia manage to read or see any of it? I can't remember.
Yes, she's seen it all. She's during her short rest, she's made copies of both.
Of course she has. Cool. We're going to pick up exactly where we left off. So I'm going to leave the tribute to Tom or whatever that was scrawled on the corner of the map, which I'd forgotten about until I loaded this map back up again. So for plot reasons, Tom pops out of the bag of holding, appears, or whatever.
Let us point out it's unfair because I suggested in our secret chat that we could use that to hide me in future.
Nope.
And they were like, no, Kat already said we're not allowed.
Nope. Because I detected immense shenanigans as soon as someone mentioned it. So it
was just going to be like, if we need to infiltrate a castle or something, stick me in the bag, get arrested, they confiscate my goods, I pop out of the bag, and now I'm free to do whatever I want.
See, this is where I'm flexing my DM muscles by saying, abso-fucking-lutely not.
Who, us?
Huh?
Us? No.
Would you ever? No.
Shenanigans, that doesn't sound like our team.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans and the spin-off of the Vanguard. Maybe that's going to be the next team name. Cool. So, what do you want to do?
Well, I think I was going to say, Tom, are you okay, Tom? You seem to be malfunctioning. Previously, you wasn't moving around much, so I transported you in the bag of holding. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, fine.
Not something I'll do often, I promise.
That's fine. I set up a really nice den in there.
Amazing.
Cool. Alithia?
Were we waiting here for your friend to find us, or should we? Did you want to go looking for him, or should we keep looking for the cultists around here? I think there might be around here. There's this map that Sprite stole from in here.
Marek will find us. We don't need to wait for him. Or at least I hope he'll find us.
Was Tom conscious when Balfour was putting the corpse in the bag?
I'm going to say I pull.
Stand by.
I pulled you out and then
He pulled you
carefully
what? Sorry?
placed the.
Pulled you out. Okay.
I pulled you out of the bag of holding and carefully placed the corpse in. Maybe if it's got a cape, just wrap it up a little bit to be more respectful.
Not just like crammed her body in there, just legs
No.
and stuff.
So yeah, Tom would have seen that because Tom was out of the bag when that happened.
Cool. Does Tom know that we were looking for that guy? I'm going to assume no. Oh, but he won't know who that is.
Well, no, no. You won't know who this is or anything. No.
Cool.
So I think we should carry on heading for these cultists. You say Hayes has a map.
Yeah, she stole that and some gold out of that corpse in his pockets. I've got a copy of it here.
Oh, well, I mean, shall we try and find Hayes first?
Say, what is Hayes doing?
From the over here somewhere.
Mhm.
Obviously, knowing that I can't actually do any real damage, I would like to fire an arrow at the book.
Okay. Do you want to give me an attack roll then? 25. Okay. It's scarily accurate, but does nothing.
But I'm no longer invisible because I'm made an attack.
Alithia's such a troll, I think.
No, she's
I know she's
a different race.
Yes.
Right, yes, yeah.
Get rid of it.
Sorry, what was that, Sprite? I didn't hear you.
Can I
Yes.
use? I'm going to. Am I on the change? Like, I want to change myself to look exactly like Alicia.
Okay. Give me a moment. Did I put everybody's token in your changeability?
Don't think so. Let's have a look.
Oh, I didn't want to put another one on there. Did I just put another token on the map?
Yeah,
Yes.
got another one
Yeah,
wrong.
I've got it.
That's all right.
She's multiplying.
She's everywhere.
I think I made the assumption that as you spend time with everyone, you can look like everybody. Had I put it in there?
That's it. My voice
Oh,
from
yeah.
now on, my voice is going to sound the spitting image of Alicia.
How does Alithia
That's going to be
react?
annoying.
Uh-huh.
And that's fun because I know who's who, but does anybody else know who's who?
Yeah.
Yep.
How can you
Says
tell?
the names underneath.
Oh, well, I'll change that then. Oh, no, fuck that. I love shenanigans.
Well, hang on, will I know who's who?
Well,
Or my computer can just try and shit itself.
just know, Craig, it's just all in the game. It's not in person.
One quick question.
Yes.
Alethea did prestidigitation something of Hayes's, was it?
I no longer have it. I spoke with
Okay.
Kat about that. I no longer have it.
Okay, what do you have? Because I'm just going to change something else.
I look exactly like you. I look like I have exactly what you have.
Okay. Hang on
Why
one
is
second,
it
I've got
taking
a
so
woken
long
child.
to do this?
And because of knowing, obviously, what Alicia's done before and what Alicia's likely to do, I check myself continuously to see if I've got any marks. And then if I do, I just change my appearance again to look like her without the marks. Because she doesn't have marks on her. So I'm continuously taking it off, so to speak.
Ooh.
Can we just say to Alithia, should you just pop a spell off in the air? Because Hayes can't do that.
There we go. So you shouldn't be able to see any names now.
I can see everybody apart from Alicia.
And Alicia's gone. Anyway, yes. So
I can see everybody else's names. And what you missed, Graham, is Alicia is her little book thing is following Hayes round like a stalker. Will not leave her alone, won't leave her side, and it's really pissing her off. And because she refused to move it, so now Hayes has got beef with Alicia.
Okay.
there's beef.
And she thinks that these are all bad people because we're the bad guys. Because we could have helped these guys and we didn't. So she blames the Vanguard for the death of this person here.
How? I don't know how we caused it, but okay.
Could have got here faster.
Could have got there faster, maybe. But
Nobody's asked her.
yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you did say that right at the end of the session, so we haven't had a chance to talk to you about.
I just got out of a bag. So.
Yeah. The reasoning for it was that the Vanguard has been sent messages from this person repeatedly. Why has nobody showed up? Why have we not received any of the messages? Why, as if anybody else has received the messages, why have they not showed up? They've sent out repeated messages over and over again for the Vanguard to come and help him, and not one single person. He's been here for months.
Must have sent it via Royal Mail.
It's an every.
Well, I mean, you've not been back to Nepenthe in a while, so wonder what the state of that place is like. Maybe the messages aren't getting through or aren't being something. Who knows?
Well, I mean, yeah, well, but we know what they were like last time we were there as well. The people in charge of the Vanguard were not their normal selves.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't take gold from the dead guy, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Did I take gold?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did I?
I'm not complaining. If he had it in his pocket, I would have took it. No good to him.
Took his shoes too.
Just having a look if it'll probably be somewhere in the chat that I did to myself and I can't find it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So are you all still travelling together?
Well, yeah, I hope so. I mean, yes, if everybody's ready, Tom. Alethei? I'm sorry, I don't know what the plural is to Aletheas, but can the real Alethea please stand up?
Please stand up.
Is that a height joke? Because we're short.
I'm shorter.
The real Alethea can just get on a cloud.
I am Hayes. Just to clarify, guys, I am Hayes. After all this time, you still don't even know me. I am Hayes.
We don't know you, Sprite, now.
It's hard when you keep changing your appearance and looking like everybody else. It's just hard to keep track, that's all.
Tell me about it. It's hard to know who you can and can't trust these days.
Balthus, if he's not moved or said anything, do we put him in the bag?
David would die if we put him in the bag, so I'm resisting the urge to do so.
And give him a straw.
He can go in the plot section of the bag.
Let's say I put in a window.
I mean,
It's just a small hole in the side of the bag.
If you've ever played like any of the Mario games, if you kind of disappear off screen and the other person hasn't, they like float alongside you like a little bubble until they catch up. So it's like David in a little bubble, just like floating along until he rejoins.
Alethea, could we put David on Nimbus and Nimbus could carry David for us?
Nebula.
Nebula.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Nimbus.
Which is also means cloud.
No, it's not Dragon Ball Z.
No, well, that's what it's based on. Same thing. Literally the same thing.
Power
Ooh,
level's over
that's amazing.
9,000.
Come on, female cell.
Yeah. I suppose Debbie can go in the bag of holding on my nebula if he wants.
Or just tie a rope around his ankle and drag him along behind you.
Okay, I'll do that. Face down, drag him all the way.
Bury him up to his neck in the ground and then just leave him there to wake up. Like, what the fuck?
So I understand one of the Alethii, if not both, have a map.
I
Oh,
throw the map on
both
the
got a
floor.
map. We've both got a map.
Hang
I
on,
throw the map on the floor.
hang on.
I've got a map.
I've got a map.
Are you mocking
Tom
each
picks
other?
up the map that he threw down and went, now I have a map.
Can anybody read the map?
I can't
It's
read.
still not a very good one. It's only
It's still not very good then.
Alicia's going to cast minor illusion to sound like haze.
I mean,
I'm just looking
I'm
for
so
the
confused.
check to see if I'm losing my mind.
Sanity points lost.
yeah, I'm.
So this person seems to be very good at drawing trees, but not very good at drawing boxes.
To be fair, yeah, very detailed trees. Very shit building in a Mario mystery box.
Are you casting aspersions on my drawing? Quite right too.
I mean, does this give us any clues at all?
Not yet.
It says in the journal it's just a base of the Briarcrest estate.
Does it say which direction it is in? Or do we just keep following this path?
I throw the journal pages down on the floor.
Oh, she's so stroppy.
Spent all night copying them. You didn't even need to.
Well, then I'd have to pick them up.
And I have to keep them up.
Oh, children.
I have a great idea for this. I'm not going to piss about too long.
That's fine.
Let's just get moving, shall we?
Cool. So moving onwards. So you leave this scene of dead birds and dead worms, and continue on as the forest gets darker and deeper.
Oh, can I just put one of the birds in the bag of holding? This is different food.
Yes, if you want to. You're not going to try and shove a worm in there too?
No, my worm is too big to fit in.
Fill a couple of steaks off of it before we go.
What kind of birds are they? Just so I can put it in
They're
the...
death vultures with a hideous necrotic aura.
One death vulture.
I think they are in the compendium as well.
2 carrion crawler fillets.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
There is a reason why I keep putting stuff in.
Yeah, I know there
We
is.
remember.
You got to give them to that dude that likes exotic meat.
Yeah. I think it's something that he would want to do with that. Cool. So you head on through the darker forest after shoving birds in your bag as well now. The forest gets darker. And you arrive at another section. So let me just adjust my screen. So we just go whoop.
I would like to look around and see if I notice anything.
You
In particular.
don't.
No, I'm still confused by the 2 Aletheas. Just a little bit.
One's on Nebula 20 foot in the air, so shouldn't be that confusing.
So the other one
I'm
couldn't do
Hayes.
that.
I've never said that. I'm Alicia. I'm Hay.
But the Alethea on the cloud is sounding like Haze. I mean, it's even more confusing now.
If
It
the
would
one
have
on the
been-
cloud is reading, though, then we know that that's Elysian.
No, because Haze loves reading too.
Mm.
It doesn't help at all.
Okay. Tom, you've rolled a 13. So what you will see ahead of you is...
Perception, sorry.
Huh?
I didn't realise we were rolling perception,
Oh.
sorry.
I mean, you're more than welcome to. I hadn't asked for it, but there we go. Okay. Alethea, do you want to round the group off? There we go. Okay.
Alethea saw something, and presumably Trailblazer is petrified after dying on the last trip out.
Okay. So what you will see is a semi-clearing ahead of you. You'll notice on the ground there are fresh tracks of a vehicle that's been through here semi-recently. The tracks are dried, so it's not fresh, and
The dry semi.
it's a dry semi. And you'll notice as you look around, especially for those of you with a higher perception, distant flickering lights in the trees. And there's still this eerie sense that you're being watched. I wish there was a way I could do... Can I slip many? No. So as you watch, there are more little flickering lights that seem to dance in the treetops and just out of reach, just out of sight. Almost like fireflies.
Do they look threatening?
They look like tiny little lights, almost like fireflies. Just flickering away, just out of sight or just out of reach.
Cool. Well, Balfour's just going to keep heading into the clearing and trying to get to where we're looking for, the mansion or the Briarcrest estate. So is the tracks, obviously these tracks here, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Cool. So if I see them, I'll just say, I think we need to head over and point to that clearing there. I think we have to head that way, unless anybody's got any.
If you want to do like a survival check, we hardly ever do those, to actually see if you can find out more about these tracks, you're more than welcome. Okay, that's a fairly average one. These are some deep tracks.
An average semi.
An average semi. Not impressive, but not disappointing. It's what you'd expect.
It's been called worse.
Yeah, it's been called better. You've seen better, you've seen worse. There are some animal tracks, so you can deduce with a 10 that it was like a horse-drawn vehicle that's come through here. But the tracks themselves are fairly dry now, so it's not like something's been through here in the last half a day to a day or so. Maybe it's been longer.
Cool. Well, yeah, I will. If I'm the one looking at the tracks, I'll pass that information on to everyone. And yeah, something heavy's moved through here, but it definitely looks like it's going in that direction. So I would imagine they're heading to the Briarcrest estate.
I'll send a message to Balfour just to say the journal mentioned wagons going to the Briar estate in the night.
Thanks. It seems my conclusion has been verified. I think we head that way then. Are we all doing this together?
Can I do a thing?
Of course you can do a thing. What thing would you like to do? I'm bracing myself.
Fireball. Sorry.
Something artificery that I've not actually
Please,
done
then.
before.
Yes.
I'd like to create like a little tinker thing. Like just pick up a rock, and it says I can imbue it with the ability to like just move and make noise.
Lovely. What noise is
but
it going to make?
It's got to be non-verbal. Basically, I want it to be like a wolf howling and
Ooh.
just send it on ahead of us to see if anybody reacts to it.
I like that.
It can be heard up to 10 feet away. So anybody within sort of 10 feet of the path either side might respond to the fact that they can hear wolves howling.
Oh, okay. I like that. Where are you? Ping on the map where you're going to... Are you just going to like fling it?
Yeah, I'm just going to put it down on the floor and sort of get it to just run along in that direction and up and just follow that path ahead of us. So sort of in the hopes that if there's anybody waiting in ambush, it might...
Guys, can you hear the wolves? There's some wolves. I think there's some wolves about.
I mean, are you telling people you're doing this, or is Alithia just unaware?
No, I wasn't going to tell anybody. I was
Guys, I think there's some,
just going to do it.
Just be careful. I can hear wolves. Can you hear that?
I mean, I'm stood next to Tom, so I'm going to say Balthor would have seen Tom doing something.
Yeah, Balthor knows that I've done it because he's seen me go with this thing and just send it on its way, and immediately he starts going.
It's okay, Alithia. I think Tom's done something to help at the moment. It's not real wolves.
How uncharacteristic! Tom's doing things to help.
Stuff that has been useful many times before.
Mostly in fights, yeah. I could have done that lots of times. That would have been extremely handy, I'm sure.
Okay, Alithia. Well, for a start, you roll your wolf stone. Nothing reacts, which is a shame. But it's a great idea. Don't let it dishearten you. But in this situation, no one reacts.
Fine.
Alicia's gone to the ground to look at it.
I can just do it. It doesn't cost anything other than tinker resources, and I have a fair few. So
you might. That will probably come in handy in future.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Sorry, Craig.
Alicia's gone to the ground to look at it. She's interested in the magic or whatever happened.
So she's staring at the rock. That's
She's gone down to ground level to have a look at, inspect what it is, and follow it a little bit.
Cool. So Alithia's staring at a rock. Is it still howling? Does
It's
it
moving
the effect on it lasts indefinitely.
So you have an infinite
So it will
howling
continue
rock.
in that direction, howling forever.
How random.
Hits the ocean, keeps going underwater.
Literally. I can have up to my intelligence modifier number active at any one time. So I can have up to 4 active at any one time. It lasts indefinitely, or until I decide to stop doing it or make a 5th one. Whatever the first one that I made will just stop.
The stars will burn. Oceans will
And there'll be a howling
crumble,
rock until the end of time.
and soaring through the black hole that is the end of existence.
Just oh.
And
Have you
that is
guys
the
heard the
end of the
legend?
Vanguard.
Have you guys heard the legend of the Howling Rock? It's been around for centuries.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Seems like a MacGuffin for future campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on here that says that it has to be within so much distance of me or that it runs out. It literally will just do this forever or until somebody stops it.
Okay, while everyone's walking around, I will say that as you approach this tree in the middle, it's like it's shrouded in darkness with these tiny flickering lights.
The bumhole tree.
Yes, the bumhole tree. So, where are you all standing in relation to what's going on? What are you looking at?
I was following that.
I light a torch.
Balthor, Alithia, making sure she's not going to get into any danger.
Okay, well, So are you walking underneath this tree?
I would be walking, giving it a wide berth, but walking along, following the tracks. So, as close to the rocks as I can, not getting too close.
Hayes, you said you've lit a torch. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yep.
18. You notice as you light your torch, it lights up the way torches do, but it doesn't cut through this darkness.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, us with dark vision would have already noticed that anyway, because we can't see through it. So. Maybe best leave that alone if we don't have to mess with it.
Surely, if it's something magic, Alithia's going to want to figure it out.
So, what are we leaving alone? What's magic?
Magic tree, magic darkness. Can't see through it.
Oh, I hadn't spotted that. I was too busy looking at your howling rock.
No, keep looking at the rock. It's amazing.
Oh,
follow
tree.
Follow the rock, Alethea. Follow the rock.
Alethea is going to cast detect magic on herself.
It's just in an area, isn't it?
Yep, there's a lot of magic around here.
There's lots of magic everywhere, Alethea. We don't need to. We could come back here after we've been to the Boycrest estate. If what Hayes was saying, that people have been asking the Vanguard for help and messages have not been get to us, we don't know what's going on ahead. We maybe should get there first.
I guess, yeah.
Get there first, and we can come back and investigate this later. I promise.
Okay, Angela, I've seen, and if you want to and it works, you can try.
What do I roll?
An attack?
Just a straight D20, is it?
Yeah. Although I don't know how.
I don't know.
You take a swipe, but it's not going to do anything.
That's fine.
So where is everybody in relation to all this darkness? Trailblazer, I can see, is 5 foot up in the air, flying around, or with...
No, it's with Alethea.
It's with Alethea.
There's only so much space I can put everyone into one square. But yeah, after giving up on looking at the rock and now focusing on the tree, back up into the air again.
Okay, so describe to me what you're doing, how you're investigating, what you're looking at.
Thematically, almost circling round the tree, getting a view of it, seeing what aura's glowing from it, that sort of feel.
You fly around this tree and it's shrouded in darkness, some of it overlapping, some of it not. And the bits that aren't dark, there's like tiny flickering lights dancing in the tree itself.
Do I notice any type of magic? Any school of magic from these magic lights?
Hang on a second. I'm just trying to find out. Maybe a little bit of enchantment, a little bit of conjuration. But it all seems like it fits with the general vibe.
Have I ever read anything about any magical lights or anything like of this nature?
Do you want to give me a history check?
Of course I do.
17. You've read lots of things about lights. They're lights. Depends in what context you want to deal with them.
Are they staying close to the tree?
Yeah.
And you say I can't. Can I reach them? Can I try and like get closer to one? Try and focus on one.
They're all up floating in this tree or out in the forests. They're like bobbing along like fireflies in the background.
Okay. Well, at that point, if she's flown around and can't deduce anything else, and presumably everyone else has been walking on still in this time,
Well, we'll
carry on afterwards.
come to that in a second. So, what's everybody else doing?
Balthar is following the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
He is not going to wait around. He is going to stay on mission, hoping everybody else will follow his lead. Whether they do or don't, it's up to them, but I'm just going to be following the tracks.
Tom, what are you doing?
Oh, the temptation to just fuck around.
Do you? Do you? Whatever.
What would Tom do? He's an intelligent individual, not a very idiot. And we're on an urgent mission. And there is no active perceivable threat from the floaty lights or the tree. It just looks weird and dark and shroudy. Not that Tom would really notice, because he doesn't have dark vision, so he won't be able to see through it anyway. He doesn't know it's magical darkness. It's just, for some reason, I'll carry on down the road.
Okay, well, as you pass by...
I was quite close to the tree, though.
Yeah, you were quite close to the tree. Yeah, fuck it, you were close to the tree. And hiding in the darkness and the branch above you is a small monstrosity that reaches down and attempts to latch onto you as you walk beneath the branches. Something called a mind mantle.
I'll move back and assume it would have happened around here, because that was the path I took. I was there and just sort of went along to catch up.
Yeah.
So I'll be around about there underneath that light as well.
Yeah.
Right back.
Cool.
Excellent.
So as you walk underneath, this thing is going to get a surprise attack. So it is going to attempt to try and crush you. Oh, look at that! Would you look at that? I mean, it's kind of lucky because it says you're unable to breathe, but you don't breathe.
Very true.
Yes.
I'm also made of adamantium armor.
I
so
know.
it's not a crit.
So that's the stuff anyway. So it will just be
6 damage.
Yeah.
Engulfs the head. Target is blind and unable to breathe. And it's now attached to me. Don't need to breathe anyway. Can't attack any other creature apart from me. Has advantage on attack rolls. Speed is 0 and can't move. And detach it by making a DC 13 strength check as an action.
So it's just like
Or it can detach itself.
if you like just had a like a tree squid just drop on your head, and attempt to crush your head as you've passed underneath it.
Cool.
Cool. So what it's going to do now that it's got you, it's going to do a bonus action. And I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Well, this will go
I
fine.
know.
Well, make a character with lots of wisdom.
I never do. I literally never do.
I needed-
know. I know.
And the DC is 12.
It's
Oh!
But you're so good at wisdom saves.
Otherwise it would have...
Irritatingly, Bogran has negative wisdom and still passes every wisdom save. I think bar maybe one in an entire 2-year campaign.
Okay, so if you want to roll initiative to fight back, I don't know if anyone else has noticed what's going on.
I
So
think
you are...
Hazy stood right there, so I imagine she probably would have done.
He did scream like a bitch. I mean, like a bog. I mean, like a bitch. No, he did
Like
shout.
your mum. Balfour's mum, not Scott's mum.
I don't know. Well, I mean, character at the minute. So that's even more offensive.
Yeah.
Good. It's supposed to.
So Tom... Oh, nice. Is that...
Wait, do I have alert? If so, it can't surprise me.
Ah, hate you.
I have a lot. Ah.
Can't surprise me. Can't crit me. Can't wisdom me. I'm the best.
No, I don't.
Ah,
There's another reason I've got a high initiative, but I can't remember what it is. I think
you're
I've got
special?
something that adds something else to it as well.
Mm.
Because I've got a 6 to my initiative, but I only have a dex of 2.
do you get to add your wisdom modifier as well, or your intelligence? Being
It'll
an
be my
artificer?
intelligence modifier for some reason. There'll be some reason why I can. I just can't be bothered reading every single note on my character sheet to figure out which one it is.
Cool. So I just rolled a crit on my initiative on something else. So I get to go again now. So as Tom is struggling around with this big flappy tree squid over his face, one of the lights from the tree starts moving, noticing that Tom is incapacitated, and heads down towards him. And it is going to attempt to shock you. No. It's a will-o'-the-wisp. But it's a 6.
Yeah, no, a 6 doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
It doesn't hit.
I mean, I don't want to get into meta, but aren't these supposed to be one of those creatures that are low CR but can be quite horrible?
Yes. Yes, they are.
We've beat them in Ali's campaign.
Yeah, of course you have.
We didn't we?
Probably.
Believe so.
Yes.
Seems familiar.
Just say yes, Craig.
Tom.
Hayes rolled 0.18 higher than me.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
yep.
first.
Sorry, I completely...
That worked out. It worked out beneficial for Tommy going first. Trust me.
Okay, that will be Hayes then.
I want to do something really funny to the thing on my head, so if you could take out the will-o'-the-wisp, that'd be great.
Are you grappled at the minute?
It is attached to my head.
I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say, Tom, you look like you could use an oiling up. And I would like to pour my oil of slipperiness over his head.
Just massaging it into the squid.
Just pouring it on.
So
It
it's...
gives him advantage on deck things. It gives other things disadvantage on like grappling and stuff.
Oh, nice.
He's now a slippery tin can.
Cool. So I'll say with Tom kind of flailing around and this thing flailing around, it's all kind of like a big greasy squid on your head now. Amazing. Anything else that you
And
would like
then,
to do?
yeah, I'm use my movement to climb to the top of the rock.
Yep.
Is the oil my action? Because it doesn't state.
Yes, I'm going to say that will be your action.
Well, then that is it for this turn. Has everybody noticed that these things have come out?
Alethea has, now you've done that.
Right, well, I'm just going to stand on the top of the rock then and ready my bow.
I guess that because Prime Edition was watching Haze.
Yeah.
I mean, Balthor will very quickly notice in just a moment.
Okay.
So it's Tom's turn now.
Okay. The first thing I would like to do is cast Heat Metal on my own head.
Okay. Yep, go on then.
I mean, it implies it has to be an object I can see within range, and I am
mean-
technically blinded, but I know where my own head is.
Yeah. Object.
My head is an object. I can detach it. Therefore, it is an object.
Hang on. Can you heat metal your own head?
I do believe I have cast Heat Metal on myself before.
By
Does
raw,
Alethea wear glasses or anything? Because he'd see his own reflection through Haze's glasses.
by raw, the heat metal targets manufactured objects made of metal, and a warforged is not an object; it's a creature.
Technically.
Yeah.
That's only if you use the rolls.
It's only if we follow the rules. By definition, I can just hide in the bag of holding, but you said I'm not allowed to do that.
I mean, it is kind of funny that you set your own head on fire. And you know I do like funny stuff. Okay, then. Yeah. Heat up your own head, then.
Brilliant. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
Is this Tom's way of going Super Saiyan?
Sort of, I guess. Let's see. It says, until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on each subsequent turn, so I can't do it on this one too.
But does
That'd
that
be
mean
OP.
you also take the damage because it's your head that's on fire? So you will be. It's like setting your
I'm
own.
not touching my own head.
No, but it is your head. If you have a mosquito on your arm and you set your arm on fire, you're going to be taking the damage too, my friend.
Fine, I'll take the damage. I don't mind. This is funny.
It is funny.
It's worth it for it being permissible.
Oh, hang on.
Fine.
That's just, I suppose, if someone decides to try and bonk it on the head while it's on your head as well.
Yes, if a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. So it could let go and detach itself.
I mean, it could if it wants to.
I mean, it can. Ergo, it would. If it fails the con save.
Yeah. Okay.
Which will be, again, my spell save DC, which is a 15.
9.
If you, in fact, don't make it fall off, because what I'm going to do next is even funnier.
Okay, then. No,
Right,
that's
so
fine.
I need to roll 2d8 for it. So it'll take half of that. So 3, and I take the other 2, I guess. And then another 2d8 for me.
Mm-hmm.
So another 3. So I'm glad those damage rolls were low. So I take 5 damage. It takes 3 damage. This is going to be a very funny turn. Next, what I would like to do is use my movement. Theoretically, I remember what the layout of this place is and where I am stood. I'm going to turn 90 degrees to my right and charge headlong at the rock.
Okay.
I'm just going to run headfirst straight into a rock.
I'm going to give the Will-O-Wisp an attack of opportunity as you're going to move out of its...
I can't see that that's there.
So it's going to try and shock you as you go past.
Okie dokie. Does Sentinel... Wait, do I have... does Mobile me? No, I don't have Mobile with Tom, do I? No. But does Sentinel do anything against opportunity attack? No, it's if I do things. Yeah, that's fine. It missed anyway.
Okay, so you're going to run head first at a rock while your head is also kind of on fire and covered in a squid.
Yes.
Okay. Was that going to be like a...
I'm hoping it takes a small amount of damage from being rammed straight into
I'd say
a
like
rock.
an unarmed strike thing, but again, you're going to take some of that as well as...
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just running into a rock.
Okay. Unarmed strike. What's the roll for that?
It's a D20 plus your strength modifier, and it does 1 damage plus your strength modifier.
Good. So if I roll a D20 plus strength, which for this thing I don't think is strength, plus 3.
Oh, we're using its stats or mine?
Or yours. Oh no, it'd be yours because you're the one doing the attack, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
so it'd be plus 2, so it'd be a 21 to hit, and it'd take 3 damage.
Cool.
So halved.
This is a high-scoring round.
Oh yeah, no, it's all right. It's about to get even funnier.
Okay, well, moving on now. So, Balth's been looking at...
I've got a bonus action.
Okay, what's your bonus action?
I'm going to shoot myself in the face with my cannon.
Okay. Okay.
I assume at disadvantage because I'm
Yes.
blind and such, and it's close ranged attack,
And
which
you
I
may
always
have-
thought was silly.
And you may have a headache. I mean, I wouldn't say concussion yet, and your head's on fire.
Right,
So
well,
it's
that's the
a
question.
19.
That will hit.
I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah.
Graham openly said his head is detachable. The cannon moved things 5 feet. Is he going to blow his head off his body 5 feet? Just,
I don't
just a
actually
question.
know if we've canonically established my head is
No.
detachable. It was just funny to say it was.
I mean, we know your eye is.
Yeah.
I'm going to
It's
say
getting
your...
Halloween vibes.
Can I unscrew my own head? Can a warforged be disassembled and live? That's the question we're asking.
Are warforged able to detach and reattach their limbs? No. Warforged internals are made of tubing filled with achemical fluids that mirror the circulatory system. By default, they don't.
Again, this is assuming that we follow the rules.
I'm not going to start saying you can start chopping yourself in bits so you can post yourself through small gaps and then reassemble on the other side. Because I'm sorry, that seems like there's way too many opportunities.
I was
for
thinking more just
skills.
arms, legs, and head.
No.
Oh,
No.
that's fine. So I shoot myself in the face for 3 force damage. So in this turn, I have attacked myself and done damage 3 times.
Yes.
It has taken a total of 6 damage, and I have taken a total of 8 damage.
Craig's shaking
Wait,
his
so
head.
3 from the heat metal, 1.5 from being rammed into a wall, and 1.5 from the cannon. So
I'm gonna say, while it's attached, does it not transfer that cannon damage to you as well?
Yeah.
yeah, I halved it to 1.5 for
Did you
it.
take extra as well?
I I took more from the heat metal because I
Mhm.
had to roll for that myself because
Yeah.
I've set my own head on fire. So yeah, I took slightly more. So it's taken 6 and I've taken 8. But I've made a lot of noise. So I'm assuming Balthor will have turned around now and seen what's happening.
Yes. So
I promise not to do that again on my next turn because that took a lot of time.
it did take a lot of time, and it didn't really do much to
No,
it
it really
in the
didn't.
grand scheme of things.
That's a waste of time.
No, but it was
mean,
funny as fuck
Talk about kick a man when he's down.
in his head.
I told you it'd be a
Once.
funny turn.
No,
I didn't
Graham.
say it'd be a useful turn.
Graham, I'll give you inspiration because that was
Thank you.
unhinged, which I do rather quite like.
Tom just panicked because something attached itself and then went, ah!
So yeah, that's what Balthor's seen. Suddenly, for no apparent reason out of nowhere, Tom's just started running around, shooting himself in the head and running face first into a rock.
I mean, that all happened in 6 seconds, and
Yeah.
Balfour wasn't facing that way beforehand, so I don't know if I saw that. I heard it.
You heard it.
You know, move the head crab to come with me because I ran up the rock.
Okay. Boop. Let's make it smaller. There we go.
Ah.
So yes.
Balthor.
Yeah, Balthor, what are you going to do?
I haven't rolled in the inspiration yet.
Oh, I thought you had. I saw.
No, because I wasn't planning on to begin with.
I'm sure I saw. Oh, that was a perception. I took that. I read
Mhm.
that as initiative.
No,
My apologies.
I didn't roll into the initiative because I was going to carry on heading to the place we were trying to head to.
Cool. So what was the perception as we were doing all that? Because I assumed that was initiative. Because I don't read things.
I was doing it just to see if I heard what was going on.
Yeah, you would have 15. Yeah, you would have heard a kerfuffle and some shouts, and then a massive cannon noise.
So if you want to carry on with the initiative order, I will roll in after the first round and then decide what Balfour's going to do.
Cool. It's the squid's turn next. So it's going to try another crush on your head. Does that hit?
No, but I would imagine it would have. Oh no, disadvantage if it's touching the thing that's on fire. Would cancel out its advantage for being attacked to my head. So no, that is a 13. I think it has to. Does it have to roll again for? No, I can make it do damage on each turn. That's fine. It doesn't necessarily take damage.
It's going to try and charm you again, though. So I need another wisdom save, DC 12.
Okie dokie. Just a moment.
These remind me of the brain slugs from Future Armor, if anyone remembers those.
Yeah. Those little green things.
Yeah.
Where is my thing? Right, there it is. Wisdom saving throw. Ooh, I'll use my inspiration. Ooh, it was slightly better, but not good enough.
Okay, so it is kind of going to telepathically control you now. So you have been brain squidded. So while you are charmed in this way, you can see through its eyes, even though it's over your head. You're under its control, and it can communicate telepathically. It can choose to loosen your grip on the target's head so you can breathe, just so that it's not killing you as it's controlling you. On subsequent turns, it can use its action to maintain control, but it can make you move around as well. So is that on this turn, or is that on next turn? On each of its turn. So I'm going to say on next turn. So yeah, you've been brain squidded. Alethea.
So, Prime's obviously seen what Sprite's been up to, and
Which she is loving.
okay, and so Olivia is going to be flying over.
When you say, are you flying over the entirety of the tree?
No, like the outskirts, like I just did on the lines. Then did it not
So
display
are you
them?
flying around the tree?
So it's like to there, and then it's across to there.
Yeah, I need you to be a little bit more specific about your path and height as you.
Hang on. Well, the height's not changing.
So you're staying at 20 foot and you're flying through the branch. Okay. Because he's one of these things that was right next to you.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
So I go back up there then.
Yep.
Go on then.
So as you kind of swoop past it, it is going to reach out and attempt to latch on.
Reach out and touch face.
Be your own personal head squid.
Yep, I've not got a 20 AC.
No. So this thing drops on you as you fly by the branch. And
Old Trailblazer up as a sacrificial head.
So it is going to do 5 bludgeoning damage. And then it's going to attempt to do its madness roll again, as it's.
So I have a wisdom save throw, is that?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Now,
Don't need to
did
put
you
that
say
back
that's
in.
for charming?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a gift can't be charmed, can they? Or have advantage on it?
I have advantage on saving throws to avoid or end charmed.
Cool. It's just a 12 on wisdom. Cool. So, yep, this thing's on your head as you're 20 foot in the air. It says your speed becomes 0, but you're on something that's still travelling.
Yep.
And this thing's on your head, but you can kind of still see through Prime's eyes.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay, it's hurt me, hasn't it?
For 5.
For 5 damage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alicia is.
And it is
going
Alicia's
to-
go. Nah. Yeah, that was her
Now,
go.
my
Yeah.
turn. Alicia is going to angrily touch herself.
Stun
And cast
silence.
Dragon's Breath.
Stun silence. Thanks for that. I don't need anybody else. When I get angry, I set my own head on fire. Another person setting their own head on fire.
Who
Okay.
said fire?
Which one's Prime? Is that the book or the owl?
But
The book. You don't see through the book's eyes, do you? It's just telepathic messages.
You see through Prime Edition.
Yeah.
So this thing down here.
Yeah, which one? The book, right.
Why is there 2 now? Oh no. it's-
who?
Second edition. Lovely.
Nice. No, it's just my Chrome deciding to shit itself. Hang on,
What
I'm
is
just
Chrome?
reloading it.
It's a scribe thing.
Because if that's that manifest mind, then you can only get telepathic messages through it.
I thought you could see through Prime Edition as well.
We've always played it that way.
Yeah.
It's telepathically communicating, and so it can tell me exactly what's going on at all times.
Yes, it's not like double vision. It's like a constant commentary.
Audio
No, 'cause
commentary.
I can use
Yeah.
it. I don't have dark vision. It does, and I can see through that.
Yes, it's like an audio commentary of everything. Yeah.
No, I can literally use its dark vision to see.
Would that drive you insane? Constantly having a voice in your ear.
Just one voice.
Voices.
No more than normal.
Let's go with breathing some acid.
Okay. Let's shut everything down now.
What, the acid? Well, that resolved this fight quite quickly. Well done.
I
I'm
know.
with you.
Thank you, voices in my head. That's the bonus action. Blah blah blah. So you're touching yourself
Mm-hmm.
to spew magical item from your. Are you basically vomiting acid at it from within it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What about the old face of your own, though, Craig?
Yeah.
Is it not like
I'm going to go
mask?
through it.
It's gonna
Pull up inside the mind crab.
Yes.
On your head. You're going to be wearing a helmet full of acid.
Hey,
And-
some
See
people
how
pay
that
for
goes?
acid facial. Crane gave himself an explosive facial.
Yeah.
Acid facial over here. What are you going to do, Angela?
Well, and you also
Stand on a
take
rock and fire arrows from a distance, probably.
Smart.
And not go anywhere near the brain controlling head crabs that live in that tree.
Right. So, are you still going to vomit some acid?
Yeah.
Yep.
Change my mind.
Okay. So, right. So the spell saves DC, and it's a dex save, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really move out of the way, so I will say that it has disadvantage, unless it just like lifts a leg out of the way of your mouth just to see it coming. So dex save 3.
Does it want 3d6? Is it?
Do you want to roll me the
I
damage
didn't.
on
I
that?
thought I
Then?
had done, but it's not showing up.
No, it's not showing mine either.
Ah, there it is. Nice.
No.
Was that 8 to me, 8 to you?
Yep.
Oh, hang on. On that
Yeah.
reaction.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I like that. So you use that as your bonus action and your reaction.
My action was my bonus action was to cast it. I don't think you actually get to use it without using an action.
Okay. Well, it says casting time 1 bonus action.
Yeah.
You
That's
cast it on yourself, so then you
and
can
then
do
you-
the acid. Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification. Cool. Are you moving at all?
I mean, I think in general, if it's attached to her, she would have like moved an extra 5 foot or something, and then would have just come to a stop because there's something attached to her head.
Cool. So as before, I'm going to shrink this boy down and stack him on top of you like the buckaroo that you are of many tokens.
I think that's plenty of things.
Yes. we're back to the top of the round now. Balsa, do you want to roll in this time? Unless you did way back when.
No, I haven't rolled in yet. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do, but... Great, I get to go really, really top of the order nearly, so... Great thinking time still to decide.
Okay, well, top of the order is this Will-o'-the-Wisp thing that is going to follow. Tom with the squid on his head and shock him. No, not that one. For 21.
I'll use my reaction to cast shield.
Okay. I'm going to say the rest of the wisps can smell that something's going on, so they are moving as well now. And then it is Hayes' turn.
I am. What do I want to do? There's not a right lot I can do, so I'm literally just going to fire a meteor shard arrow at it.
At what? At who?
At the head, the one that's on Tom's head.
Cool. Shoot an arrow at Tom. Nice.
Let's see if this works. I apologise in advance.
16 will hit.
If I don't get sneak attack or anything, would I get?
I'm within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
It's attached to my head.
I mean, yeah.
Oh wow, that's a shit roll.
So is that the attack or that's the damage?
That's the damage for sneak.
Okay, so half to me, half to Tom.
That's 7.5 rounded up, rounded down.
I think it's rounded
Unfortunately,
down.
I think I'm helping,
Yeah.
but I don't know that he's taking half the damage from this thing. I'm assuming he's just running around because it's stuck
Yep.
to his head. So unless
Understandable.
he specifically says otherwise, I do apologise, but generally
No.
I would just keep attacking.
It's
sorry.
absolutely fine.
That's the
If you
fun
tell
of
me
these
to
monsters.
stop, if
I
you
can't
tell
tell
me
you.
to
I've
stop,
got
I
a
will
crab on my
absolutely
face.
stop. And then I'm gonna
Help me! Shoot me more!
use my movement to come back down the other side of this rock. So I'm kind of like behind the rock.
Lovely stuff.
That's it.
Now it's Tom's turn.
Question.
Yes.
How much approximately would one of these things weigh?
It is small. It's a small...
Don't forget you're covered in oil, so you get advantage on
Yeah.
dex checks to escape a grapple.
It's just, it has to be a strength check to pull the thing off my head.
But would you get advantage on that then with
Yeah.
you being covered in oil?
I'll give you an advantage on it. It doesn't
Depends my whole
actually
action, though.
give me... a single creature can detach the mind mantle by making a successful DC 13 strength check as an action. So I'll give you advantage if you want to try and remove it.
How much do they weigh, roughly?
It's a small monstrosity. So
Anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds?
I think so, yes.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Doesn't give me a specific weight.
These things should come with a Pokédex that tell you, like, how
Yeah,
much
well, I was
things
looking.
weigh.
It says small, but it doesn't. So I'm just having a.
Google, like, how much would a small creature weigh in D&D?
I was typing.
Halflings are small, aren't they? So goblins are small, so it could still weigh considerably more than 5 pounds. One would imagine.
More than 10 pounds?
Let's see if I can find out.
I can't imagine using Mage Hand to pick one up.
Hmm.
A Mage Hand is a £10 limit.
What's the average weight of an Aarakocra? Although I
Quite
did
personal
accidentally hit caps lock as I was doing that. So what's the weight of a mind mantle is what I actually typed in. No one really knows. Wait, stats? It's not a particularly common monster.
Well, you got to think owls and stuff like that are classed as tiny creatures. Cats are. So cats will weigh what, 5 kilograms.
Mm.
So if this is small, then I would times it by 3 at least.
Yeah.
It's not in the pounds realm.
Personally, but that's what your call.
It's all right. We're getting bogged down too much in
Yeah.
the specifics again. I will just make the strength check to try and pull it off my head.
You pull it,
Purely
you can
because
pull it off with advantage.
I assumed that with it being a small thing, I might be able to catapult it off of my own head. But
I knew that's what you were aiming for. Knew it.
I mean, if you want to try and take it off your own head, I'll let you try and yeet it as a bonus action. Roll to yeet.
Well, it was a DC 13,
It
wasn't
was a
it?
13, but you get advantage.
So
Lovely
yeah,
stuff.
that's rolled high enough on my strength check. So I remove it from my head.
Yeah.
And then you said I could just yeet it as a bonus action.
Yeah, unarmed throw.
Can I do it like a drop goal in rugby, just and boot it?
Yep. Unarmed throw. What's
I'm not intending to do any damage. I'm just trying to volley it away from me.
I want you to roll for it just to make sure you're not gonna crit on that. Do you want to give me like an athletics or a sleight of hand, whatever you can narratively give me?
Just another strength, and just to
Cool.
see how far I can
Yep.
throw it or huff it.
6.
Nah, only a 6.
So you kind of you punt it far enough away. I'm gonna say you shunt it back so it's underneath the tree down here. So
It
it's gone.
retreated back into the darkness, so I wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, boo. Well, now I can't shoot it with my cannon with my bonus action.
I know, right?
But there is this scary will-o'-the-wisp thing hovering nearby my face.
Yes.
I'll just make a disadvantaged shot at that then. 13 or... Let's say 13.
Okay. Well, that doesn't hit.
Boo.
It's also, what kind of damage is your cannon? It's force, isn't it?
4, yeah.
Force. Okay, no, that's fine, because this thing has a lot of resistances.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all I can do on that turn.
Lovely stuff. Balthar.
So I've got no idea what's going on with Alethea.
No.
Oh,
Turn around and see
very, very
this.
sorry, Kat. I couldn't do any of that because I was charmed by the thing.
Oh, were you? Yes, you were. Damn it.
So we'll retcon everything that's just happened, and I will do a wisdom save to see if I'm no longer charmed.
Yeah.
I'm still charmed.
Still
right,
charmed.
that's it. That's all I did.
Oh, but that was fun, and thank you for being so honest, because of course I had completely forgot because of the dementia. Sorry, Balthar.
Seeing Tom with some weird thing on his head,
Mm-hmm.
then I guess
I mean, I'm quite happy if you want to roll me a history check, because Balthar did spend time with Marek in forests. You may have an idea what these things are. I mean, this is like some deep, creepy forest shit.
no, thank you.
Okay.
Balthar run over. Can he reach Tom's head?
No. Unless, because what was your reach of your sword? And how Tom is canonically? How
Well,
tall is?
I am 4'7".
And Tom
Right.
is?
7 foot something.
So it's 3 foot in the difference.
Yeah.
Or about 7 foot, thereabouts.
But you have a reach of 5 foot with your sword.
Yeah.
No, I guess your arms maybe what 2 foot long? Is it 2 foot? 2 foot long, and then
No, it's
the
an
length
arm
of a
long.
long sword after.
Oh, that look of disgust is everything. Oh, I feel rejuvenated. I feel rejuvenated with that look.
Can't tell if he's frozen or if he's just staying stock
Just
still.
horrified. I think it's just horror. Ah.
There you go. It's tickly mustache, was it?
Wow.
I know, right? That was awful.
So I'm not able to reach Tom's head. How tall are the rocks?
Climbable.
But
Let's
would
say
I then
5.
be?
Let's say 5 foot.
I will climb the rock to get head height with
Yep.
Tom.
Yep.
And then I will use a action to try and remove this thing from Tom's head.
So are you going to attempt to pull him off?
I'm going to attempt to remove this creature from Tom's head.
Well, you're being charmed, so at the moment, instead of flailing around, you're eerily calm. That isn't going to work.
Nope. Don't have anything I can add to it. So, yeah, that's my action.
Cool, going great. It's the mantle's turn now. So, Squiddy Boy. What's Squiddy Boy going to do? Right, it can control Tom. It can communicate telepathically. It can choose to loosen its grip on the target so the target can breathe, which it will do automatically even though you don't need to breathe.
It doesn't know that.
It does not know that. Okay, so on each of its turn, the charmed target must move towards a creature of the Mind Mantle's choosing, Baltha, and make a melee attack of it if it is within reach. So, Tom, I'm going to need you to make a melee attack against Baltha.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know.
Doesn't specify that I have to use a weapon, right?
It's melee attack.
So I could just swing my fist. I don't need to pop my arm blade out and stab him, because the thing doesn't know I've got a secret sword inside
Telepathic.
my wrist.
Well, whatever weapon that you usually have in your hand that you will have been in your hand.
Controlling you.
Well, in my hand, I would have had a crossbow and a cannon. So if I have to make a melee attack, I'd have to put them away. But I wouldn't then go ting and stab him. I would be technically unarmed.
Yeah, but you're charmed by it.
Yeah.
So
But you're
you
not in
would,
control of what you do, so it'd be whatever your normal attack would be.
yeah. So it's like as if you were attacking an enemy.
I have 3 melee weapons.
Yes. Which
So I
ones?
can either pull out a quarterstaff and donk him on the head with that,
No,
pull out a light hammer and donk him on the head with that,
no.
or pop out the arm blade and stab him with that.
Yeah.
Which is only 1 damage better than the quarterstaff anyway.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll stab him.
You're gonna miss anyway. It's fine. Oh
Oh!
No, I'm not.
no! Hang on. Has anybody got that lucky feat that lets you make somebody else re-roll a natural?
Ignore the -3, that's for sharpshooter, which just hasn't been switched off.
Baltha.
Can't believe you're allowing Graham to have PvP.
I know, right?
I don't even want to.
Great.
Fine.
Sorry. So, Balthor, while you're attempting to pull this squid thing off Tom's head, he attacks you.
Well,
Did you want to counter? Can you counter that in any way?
I don't want to hit my friend back.
Am I
Understandable.
conscious of the fact that I did that whilst charmed? Like, does Tom remember what he does whilst charmed?
Maybe after the charm, but not during. During, you're being made to think that you're fighting something that you need to fight.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's... Yeah.
Cool. Alithia. Hi.
hi there.
Hi. So, what nonsense did you have last time?
Isn't she also charmed?
No, I passed my.
Oh,
wisdom
you
save,
passed
so-
your wisdom save, yeah.
Yep.
Do I need to make one now, or do I have to wait till its turn?
It'll try that in a second.
Okay.
It's-
You'll like this then.
I know, right? Because
This
you've
is gonna
got
be fun.
absorb elements, haven't you? Okay, so
Yeah,
it's-
that's faded. That ends at the end, beginning of my turn.
okay. So it's
Um,
going to try and give your head a squeeze.
On my turn, okay. Yeah.
No, it's
That's,
it's still my turn because I'm doing
okay.
the mantles.
Sorry, I thought you meant Alethea's turn. My bad.
No. This is me attacking you turn.
Yeah.
You're next.
I've got no reactions, so I can't do anything about that.
14. Does that hit?
Certainly does.
With advantage, because it's attached to her head.
Just make sure it's not correct. No, it's fine. 8 bludgeoning.
Lovely.
And then, yeah, we're going to try a madness. So, DC 12 or whatever. You can feel the tendrils of this thing's telepathic tentacles encroach across your brain slightly, but then you fortify yourself and fight it back. So now it is your turn.
Excellent. So obviously I've got Dragon's Breath.
Mm-hmm.
does
And the
that
absorb
use it?
elements nonsense.
No, absorb elements is just like a shield spell. It just,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can't do anything else other than that. So I'll do that first. Let's Dragon's Breath first.
But you've already cast this, so this is just your bonus.
Yeah.
Your
My action.
action. So 17 deck save. I mean, that's not going
I mean, I would say it was an auto fail.
'Cause
If it's attached to the head,
to. Yeah.
personally, but
I think I gave disadvantage last time.
you did.
I did. To be consistent, yes, it failed.
So it's getting half of that, and I'm getting half of that, and
Yep.
I'm also going to absorb elements again to get half of that half.
I can't get to I just had to move your clouds in the stack. Yep. Okay. Put your cloud back on there. Anything else, or is that you done?
And then, yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't think it would work, but she's
And also
not
suffocating.
acting. Yeah, well, definitely acting like trying to escape, and in trying to escape, use her ring of spell storing to cast Misty Step.
It will come with you, though.
She doesn't know that.
Okay.
She's attempting anything to try and get it off her head.
Don't you have to see where you're going to?
But I can see through it telepathically.
Yes. Okay. Where do you want to go to? Not home.
I mean, if you are grappled and you miss a step, you do get out of a grapple, I believe. Because you're already teleporting yourself, aren't you?
You're not taking others with you.
But if this is actually attached to its head,
Yeah, but if you were grappled, something would be physically holding you as well, which is the same as what this is, physically holding his head.
I will allow the DM's ruling for whatever.
Oh, yeah, whatever Cat decides. So
Yeah.
just...
Like being able to breathe dragon's breath when you can't actually breathe.
True.
Stormblazer did that now.
Yeah. It does seem
Spells
to be.
like Misty Step or Dimension Door can instantly break a grapple.
Misty Step's range limits you to teleporting yourself, not other creatures, willing or no. So yeah, you can Misty Step out of this. Nice. You leave your hat behind on your cloud
On my cloud.
next to Trailblazer.
Yep. I assume Trailblazer will try and fly away, and I assume there's an opportunity attack for that.
Yeah. So
Does it now have an AC? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
18?
Yep, that gets it. He dead.
9.
He dead.
Woohoo! Ooh.
So, okay, what happens?
Does that mean the mind has leapt at
yes,
Trailblazer as he's flown away and then fallen to
Disappeared,
the ground?
and it plummets to the ground. You were 20 feet up, so
Yep.
is that is it D10 for falling damage?
2d6. It's a d6 for every 10 feet.
So 2d6 damage. 5. So this thing attempts to jump. No, that's the freaking cloud. Go away, cloud. This thing attempts to jump at the owl, misses, plummets to the ground, takes 5 damage.
And I guess at that point, Alethea would. I don't know. She's angry.
And take a deep breath.
I think running is not out of the question for her. Just blindly away from it.
Yep.
And that's her turn.
Lovely. Back to
Under another bush.
Oh no.
Move forward one, quick.
I'm not that cruel, or am I? No, because you already
Move
walked
forward
under
one,
that
Craig. Quick, move forward.
Stopped underneath another tree. I thought they were all in the middle tree, not the surrounding outskirts.
How do
Because
you
nothing
know
else
that?
is shrouded in darkness.
Wow. How far have you moved to see the darkness? And the darkness is optional. Anyway, enough of any ominous shenanigans. So is that your turn done? Yep. My turn. It's the top of the round with the Will-o'-the-Wisp that is still attacking Tom, even though he's being charmed with this thing. Would being attacked break him out of the charm?
I can roll the wisdom save for taking damage.
Cool, because this thing's just going to attack anyway. An 11?
Nope.
No. So that's fine. Haze.
Hayes is going to go back up the rock. Oh, what's the general weather like? The trees, are they, say, burnable?
Yeah. I mean, it's not raining. It's kind of dank, dark, overcast. Just general spooky vibes.
I'm just thinking if I wrap a bit of material around my arrow and put some of the, because I've got a flask of oil, 2 flasks of oil, put a bit of oil on it, set it on fire from my torch, which I've still got nearby, could I try and aim to set this tree in the middle on fire?
Absolutely. Angela's gonna set fire to things. Fire to
Does
things.
luck let me re-roll an attack?
Huh?
Does luck let me re-roll an attack?
I was just re-roll a 1. Oh no, it's halfling luck in it. That's re-roll 1. Yeah.
Let me just check. Don't know if it's... Yeah, when you make an attack roll or an ability check, so I'm just going to re-roll that.
So whereabouts are you aiming?
That's better. Well, it's from where I am, I probably... Or somewhere bushy-ish, but I'd maybe go...
Yep.
Kind of like straight
It's
line.
kind of dark, but with that roll, then it's going to look pretty good. Bear with me. 1 second.
My hoping is that it'll set on fire, it'll create a bright light. Ooh. It'll create a bright light and they might be drawn back to it like moths to the flame kind of thing. Because Hayes and Angela has absolutely no meta knowledge whatsoever on these things, so I'm just trying to think Bug's life.
Cool. No,
It's
I
so
love that.
pretty.
Yeah, apologies if that's completely decimated anyone's PC by putting there.
No, I love that.
But it's too cool not to. The Will-o'-the-Wisps are not actually that bothered by it.
Oh well, it was fun.
You do
And then I'm
hear,
just going to go back down.
you do hear a squealing in there somewhere. So you've caught something.
I'm trying to put the fire out. That's water.
Lovely.
Where are you getting water from?
I have some in the bag of holding.
Just accidentally throw a corpse at it. Tom. Oh, sorry, if that was you, Hayes.
Yep, that's me.
Yay, I'm no longer charmed.
Woohoo! But you do have a
But that is
squid
all
on
I
it.
can do on my turn.
Cool.
Oh.
So you have your squid on your head, and your arm blade is oddly sticky. Speaking of, owner of said stickiness, Baltha.
You said it has to be an action to remove this thing off the head.
That sounds like a me thing.
So I wouldn't be able to grapple it with one of my attacks to try and grapple it and lift it off.
I mean, if you're grappling and pulling, I'll say all that's one action because you're taking it off, but by holding on to it.
Well, that's what I would like to do because I have extra attacks. I use one of my attacks to try and grapple it. So I believe that's an athletics.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at the time, I don't want to spend forever on this map, but
a 17.
Okay, so you're attempting to kind of prize it.
Yeah, I'm trying to grapple it and then potentially lift off.
Oh.
Would you not get the advantage because Tom's head's full of oil? So Tom's head's slicker. So would you get the advantage on that as well?
Because Tom's got a shiny hot head.
No, I'll have dropped heat metal. I wouldn't be concentrating on that
Yeah,
anymore.
but you'd still have residual hotness.
I'll take the extra 3 for a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to pull it off.
Okay, so while I'm holding that in my hand,
you have a slippery, odd, flailing, heavy squid thing.
With my extra attack, I would like to hold this thing up in the air and say, Hayes, shoot an arrow at this thing, send it into the fire. And use my commander's strike battle maneuver to sacrifice one of my attacks to let a companion to attack for me.
Cool. So that'll give Hayes the attack now.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
Does a what?
16 hit?
Yes.
Do
You get
Don't
to
know
add
if
an you get to add an extra D8 to the attack as well for my battle superiority dice.
Nice.
so an extra 2. Do I get sneak still?
Yep,
Yeah.
because it's not you only get it to use it once on your turn, but not
Mhm.
per round.
So 22.
Yep. And this thing, that's definitely killed it. How do you want to do it though? I mean, give me
That
some nice
brings- it brings back-
cinematics.
It brings back memories of the first session when I shot an arrow through 2 rats in one bow. Brings back little memories of the arrow just flying straight through it,
Nice.
straight smack bang into the main flame of the tree and pinning it in its place.
Cool.
Just
so
like
you've-
it did them rats from session 1.
That's what I was aiming for. Like lift it up, arrow goes into it, travels into the fire on the tree.
and you can smell sizzling, cooking calamari.
Oh, sounds fun.
Tasty. Lovely stuff.
I'd be allergic to that. Let's stick him near it.
So, Tom, you are now squidless, but
Squid Game's
oily.
over.
um,
The oil only lasts for a minute.
Baltha, you've used your
Climb.
sacrifice that, but what else do you want to do?
You use my action to do those 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Getting Hayes to do a sneak attack
Mhm.
in another 2. Then I would like to jump down, see this glowing light thing, and try and shield bash it 5 feet away from Tom.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
20s tonight.
Another dirty 20, and just to knock it back 5 feet
And that's
in that sort of
contested with.
direction.
Is that strength or dex?
Up to you.
Oh, see, that's a choice. Oh. Or a strength. Got +1 in strength, +9 in dex.
I have a +11 in athletics, so
Go on. I'll
it's okay. But
shove it. I'll shove it back.
I've only used 10 feet of movement most.
Yep.
So we'll say to everybody, I think we best leave. It might be a fight not worth winning. And use the rest of my movement to move up towards the way Balthor was originally heading.
Lovely stuff. This mine mantle is going to just crawl along the floor. It can fly. That's odd. Maybe it didn't fall to the ground then. It has 10-foot speed, 30-foot flying speed. I mean, I really should read shit, shouldn't I? But I did not see that. Okay, but I'm going to keep the falling damage because it was unexpected, as it thought it was going to have a nice owl meal. But now it is going to try and fly. Give a flap. Oh, 25, 30. Following Alithia. And it's within 5 foot. 19. Yeah, so it's not dropping down on your head though, but it is going to. Does it have to drop down? It says attaches to, so it's kind of binding its way round you. It's quite like someone throwing a giant wet heavy umbrella at you. So it's going to attach itself to you, and again try and control you. So if you could again with your advantage, you save that easily. Oh, isn't there the strength check to see?
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
Can you explain to me when you had someone throw a wet umbrella at you? It sounds like a horrible thing to do.
I know. So it can be quite rainy on the school run.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, feral, I get it, yep.
yeah. I mean, there's odd behaviour around these parts. It. There's no other attack rolls. Okay, so it's on your turn. You can try and detach it. Yep. So you pass the madness bit off it, and it is now your go.
I want to try something.
Please do.
So Alicia is aware that even in her rage, that she's just got out of this with a Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll use her bonus action to Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
Can I Misty Step about 25 feet into the air and call Nebula to come and catch her?
I like that.
How far away is Nebula?
Oh, Nebula has a 50-foot movement speed.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do maths about how fast it would travel versus how far you would fall before you landed on it. Okay, I'll let you do it. But do you want to give me an athletics or an acrobatics for how gracefully you land on this cloud?
Oh, of course I do. There's nothing that Alicia can do better.
You plonk on it like someone's just thrown a bag of spuds on a bed. I don't know.
God, this gold one sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad
That's
I don't do it anymore. Thank God.
That's
for
a
that.
one-shot all on its own, isn't it?
Yeah.
Improvised weapons.
Improvised weapons on the school run. Oh man, that could be a good goblin session. What if it was just a room full of things and it's how can you use these improvised weapons? That actually sounds kind of cool and a headache. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so you can land on your cloud.
And then the cloud's going to go down 10 feet, and then she's going to breathe some acid on it.
Cool.
Which is that one.
That will hit. Oh no, it's a dex
save.
Dex save. I thought I was reading the wrong thing. It's not very dexterous, and especially it's a squid on the ground. 14. So that takes.
Not passing any of that damage to me this time.
Well,
No. And you only needed 11. So this thing. What does it look like when you vomit a load of acid onto it?
Oh, nice and melty. Nice and melty on
Does
it.
it sizzle? Does it smell?
Yes. And it depends on what sort of like blood it has. It's like blue blood, and it's just oozing out as it's melting, and lovely.
Yeah. I will drop the initiative for now. There is still that will-o'-the-wisp that's disappeared back into the darkness. If anyone wants to chase it, but the tree is kind of more on fire now.
Olivia is still there, breathing more acid on this corpse.
Cool, so I'll let you free movement, free talking, whatever you want.
Can't hear Scott. Ah! It's all you can hear from Olivia.
I'm heading this way. I suggest you follow. And Bother will turn and just start heading the way he was wanting to go from the beginning.
Does he look where he's going?
Yes. Yes, he turns around and walks in that direction.
I could be so cruel, but I'm aware of the time and I want to move on. I did have another one poised right at this entrance here to fall on you as you walked underneath it.
Do it.
Ah, yeah.
It's up to you.
I mean, it's right there. Because I knew you'd
Cool.
walk off in that direction, so... Cool. Should we keep the same initiative order then?
So
Do I see it as I get closer? Is it within striking range? I've
It
seen one of
is.
these on top of.
It drops down. So that's why I said it depends if you looked up and around and saw what's going on. Otherwise, it's wet umbrella time on your head.
After seeing these things attacking, he would be looking around in the trees. I would imagine it'd be in Balthor's, like tactily. He'd be tactily adept. He'd be looking. So I would say I'd be looking, but
I mean, there'd be a patch of darkness around it as well. Do you want to give me a perception with advantage?
a 7.
See,
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, this thing drops on you as you pass underneath it.
Go. That doesn't hit.
Cool, but it is now attaches itself to you.
What, even if it misses the attack?
Yeah, if the mind mantle attaches to the target, if the target is medium and smaller, the mind mantle has advantage on the attack roll. So I've not been one of those. It attaches by engulfing the head, blah blah blah, and then on your turn you can try and remove it.
Cool.
Alithia has gone. Hayes.
Hayes is going to fire an arrow. This dude.
Cool. 22, that will definitely hit.
I wouldn't get sneak on that, would I?
Huh?
I wouldn't get sneak on that now, would I? Because I'm not.
Yeah, because I'm within 5 feet of it. It's on my head.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Like I said, unfortunately, nobody's told me that it does damage to them as well. So I think I'm helping. I am sorry.
No, that's
So we
fine.
is it 9 each?
Yep.
Cool.
I think I'm being helpful.
Well, that's what you would do. Tom,
I'm going to attempt to pull it off of Balthor's head.
So Tom's going to attempt to pull off Balthor. Okay.
I like he's returning the taser.
Yeah, I mean you've got to be mutual about it.
That's only a 4, though.
No, so you can't get a grip. It's just a bit too slippery. Nerves.
But what I am going to do with my... Wait, do I have that? I don't think I do, actually. Bear with me.
Oh, you want a bear as well? I can do a bear.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't have the thing that I thought I did. See, Tom knows that if something hits it, it hurts the thing that's inside it, so he's not going to use his bonus action to shoot at it with his cannon because he knows that Balthor will take some of that damage.
But would Balthor want him to? Because you maybe weren't aware that you weren't breathing. But what's the danger of hurting Balthor rather than leaving this thing on and potentially suffocating Balthor?
How long does it take to suffocate in D&D? There are mechanics for it. I just can't remember what they are.
I think it's sort of like Constitution modifier minutes or something like that. You can hold your breath for.
So Balthor's probably good for like 4 or 5 minutes. Which is a ludicrous amount of time to be able to hold your breath.
A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. Minimum 1 round. Minimum of 30 seconds.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Balthor could hold his breath for 4 minutes.
He's great.
Well, I assume I could still hear inside the thing because it just said you're blinded. It doesn't say you're deafened.
Yeah, very true.
So Tom will say, Balthor, would you like me to shoot it or no? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah.
Can I? And I. Primum!
I'll shoot it with the cannon then.
Baltha, you brace yourself as you can hear the familiar cannon noise.
Somehow it now raps like a shotgun.
Pew pew, pew pew, skadoosh. That'll hit.
19 for 11 force damage, and it says the creature is pushed up to 5 feet away. So do I shoot it off of Baltha's head?
Yes.
Yeah. But
Yes.
Baltha takes like 6 damage out of that.
Oh no, it's damage I can't reduce by 3. Oh, damn it.
So you shoot this thing off of Baltha's head. I'm going to say that way because that way would make more sense.
That'd be my turn. It's
Cool.
action and bonus.
It's the mantle's turn next. So you shot it 5 foot away. It has a 5 foot reach.
Just gonna try and hop back on.
Yep.
That matches.
Oh, I didn't need to put 7. Rounded down to whatever you need to round it down to.
Just 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on. No,
Okey-dokey.
hang on. That was Tom's go. Baltha, did we have your go?
No.
No, I missed your go. I was on there. But so, yeah, ignored that last bit. So Tom has just shot this thing off your head. And it is your go.
Wow. I think we know what Balfour will do.
Stomp on it.
He will, yeah, Stonecutter with his first attack.
Meh, 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 meh.
Well, no,
yeah,
it's
lovely.
not. It's
Yeah,
not.
you did something with auto crits in the last session. I ascertained from all of the many crits that you'd got.
Yeah, so that was just a dirty 20, not a crit.
Okay, that'll definitely hit.
So it's 11 slashing damage.
Okay, it's still alive, but it is not looking good at all. Ooh, definitely not.
I'm going to shield bash to knock it prone.
Uh-huh.
21.
That will definitely hit. It's on its... If it has an ass, it'll hit it on its ass.
I love
Yeah,
that
well-
means it just goes from that
So,
to that.
So if you want to do a dex star strength against the shield bash, see if you can avoid being knocked prone.
no.
And then it makes sense. I've seen what this thing can do, so I am going to use a superior die to do a menacing attack. So if it's scared of me, it can't come any closer to me.
Lovely.
A 15.
Against...
Yeah, AC.
wisdom save. Wisdom...
No,
No,
well, it's
you're AC.
Huh?
just an
He's got
attack.
hit.
Oh,
He's
just
gonna hit
AC.
you first.
Yeah, that will hit. Oh,
So
yeah.
17 damage.
Oh, absolutely. That obliterates it. You turn it into pate.
And again, I won't take a deep breath because, I can hold my breath for 4 minutes. So being in there for 6 seconds,
Yeah.
it's nothing. But I think we should go, guys. I don't like these things anymore.
Cool. Did you want to do any movement?
Yes, but not all the way because I want to make sure people don't get attacked. So I'm going to move some
Oh,
of
so
the
you're
way.
going to move there? Hang on a minute. No, I'm joking. If I'd have just lined them, that would have been amazing. But I promise you I hadn't.
You simultaneously see 4 people log off.
What's that? Hello. Okay,
Bring it.
so out of initiative now. It's just like a dip.
I said there's not much corpse left to go.
No.
Do we Do we look over to Alithia and she's in like a 5-foot hole that she's just melted the ground?
Yes.
She's hovering above it.
Yeah.
How long does Dragon's Breath last? Are you staying there for like a minute?
Not the entirety.
Until a long rest.
Up to a minute.
Cool.
But no, she's not waiting that long. She's,
Moving swiftly on then.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she will eventually follow.
Okay, so following tracts. Hang on 1 second.
Don't like those face huggers. Does Alethea have a toothbrush?
Prestidigitation.
I would suggest brushing your teeth.
She would suggest the same to you.
Oh,
Just because the acid breath, not because I'm being a dick.
Bold of you to assume she's got any teeth left after that. She hasn't just
Me.
melted her gums out and all of her teeth with them.
Let me guess, prestidigitation.
Well, you can't prestidigitate your teeth back.
Make them look like they're there.
I mean,
One tooth at a time.
hang on, the scale's a bit wonky on this.
All right,
one.
I can cast Lesser Restoration.
Yeah, if anyone
Grow
needs
your teeth back.
if anyone needs a quick break, I am just fiddling with some scale. Because that looked a bit wonky.
Don't need a break, but as we were on our way to the next map, I'm going to Second Wind
Yep.
for some HP back and cast Cure Wounds on Balfour.
No, I'm okay. Save your spell slot.
Don't need them for anything particular.
No, Balfour I would suggest save it just in case we need it later on.
All right, fine. Take tell.
I'm not doing too bad. Thanks, Tom, but I'm okay.
You're just trying to make up for the damage he did to you.
Oh, does he just feel a bit
Yep.
guilty?
Oh, is he just remembering the flashbacks of him slashing away at Balfour with his arm
Yeah,
blade?
like, it's just in the back of his mind, he's like, oh, yeah, I did that.
It's okay. I don't hold a grudge. You couldn't see what you was doing.
Okay, right. I'm ready now. Press the wrong button. Okay, so this is what you see. You emerge into another area, leaving all of the mind mantles behind. And you see in the middle of this group, this clearing, some dog-like
Puppies?
things.
They look like death claws from Fallout.
I'm not quite sure, but they are actively chewing on some kind of corpse or some meat or something that is in the middle of this area, quite out in the open that you can see.
Would they have reacted to the wolf rock that would have come this way?
Just rolling by. Yeah, like something from Scooby-Doo. They all just went, huh? And then went back to eating again.
As this pointless rock just goes, oh.
How long did we take to get here from the last map?
You asking for a short rest, Craig?
No, I did not ask for a short rest.
a matter of minutes,
Okay,
not 4 hours.
not an hour.
No.
I mean, in actual time, about an hour and a half to kill 3 head crabs.
Yeah. Head crabs. Awesome. So, this is how you arrive on the scene.
Are we trying to kill everything we come across? Or are we going to try and get away from these things?
I mean, they're dogs and they're probably going to run quicker than we do.
I mean,
But have we got any way to scare them away?
we did see some of these ones we saw. Did we see some of these with the cultists as if the same creatures? They turn invisible or something?
What, the displacer beast?
No, I can't remember what the last village was that we rested in, but there
Have
was a
some
dog there.
inspiration. Yes, these are the same. These are shadow mastiffs, and yes, you did see them before.
Oh, they're like spooky shadow dogs.
But like blink dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying we should kill them, Alethea?
No, I'm just saying that is it possible that they've been trained by the same cultists and people?
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
I don't think they can fly. I could go fly overhead and see if they're start acting aggressively. Maybe throw some distractions at them.
I mean, if you could make them follow you down the other path, and then we could make our way without being molested by these dogs, that sounds like a plan.
You should be so lucky.
Oh, okay. I'll try my best. And start flying towards overhead to gauge a reaction.
Cool. So these things are eating some unspeakable, unnameable, just big pile of something that's on this grass verge that I've not actually put into the image.
Is it David?
I don't know, maybe. Oh no.
Did anybody else see a big 20 on Alethea?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you wasn't here. We did
Oh.
that last session, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the height.
I've bought height tokens now, so we can actually tell how high she's floating or how high Munchie is.
Cool.
What does it go up to 100?
Wow. Goes up to 69, my dude.
Cool.
Cool. So, what are you doing? Are you just flying by these dogs? Are you actively trying to be stealthy?
There's no stealthy about flying on a cloud 20 feet in the air.
Make dog food noises.
Yeah, what does that sound like, Balthar? What does
Do
dog-
your best.
Prestidigitate the cloud and make it smell like meat.
Just vomit some more acid on something. I don't know.
Are they looking up at me, or are they still eating their food? Or
Let's hang on a second. I was doing some other shenanigans for no reason. Character sheet, that's what I need. Perceptions.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Come here.
Yeah, they look up and notice you.
any growling or sort of intent? Are they looking poised to?
They're eating a really good meal and someone's waving a hamburger above them, but they've still got a nice meal in front of them.
Wow.
Okay. Can you all roll me a perception? Or a survival? I mean, 19, that's a nice one.
Perception or survival? Can't imagine I'm good at any of them.
It's the same bonus for both for me, so I'm just going to roll survival so that can be a bit different.
Nice. Okay, for those of you that rolled really high, you can hear a noise of something approaching. There's, with a 19 and with a survival, you know that you've been following tracks. You can hear something, like the rattling of wheels, maybe the thunder of hooves.
I have retreated into the bush just a little bit, so I'm kind of hidden.
Yeah. So you can tell there is something potentially heading this way.
Well, both will stand right in the middle of the path.
Alethea
Which
has
path?
no idea.
Where we're standing.
I'm going to hide in this tree. Or just sort of like slightly behind it.
Come on, Alethea, distract the dogs. Distract the dogs.
Cool. I'll give you some time to decide A, what you want to do about these dogs, and B, what you want to do about the approaching thing.
Oh, no, I want
Alethea's
to
going to cast a message and get that. Balfour, they don't seem to be too bothered about my presence. So they look to be just happy eating. So we may be able to just go past.
just put a thumbs up. He's not going to shout because he doesn't want to draw attention to themselves.
You can reply.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay, we I'm not the sneakiest, but can you hear that noise? Something's heading our way, Alethea.
No, I can't. Which direction? Where's it coming from?
I'll point to the direction I think it's coming from. Which way?
It's
With a
coming-
19, can I think of-
With a 19, it's coming from behind you. So it's coming the direction that you were. With a 19, I say specifically, you know it's not coming directly behind you. Maybe it's coming from another direction.
Okie dokie.
That's good. 'Cause I was going to say, well, they were going to ride a carriage to a forest fire that we've started behind.
Potentially, yes.
I'm sure there'll be no consequences to that whatsoever.
So, just
Wheels on fire, rolling
So-
down the road. Sorry, yep.
Balfour's preparing to use his Ring of the Ram to. I can spend one to three of the ring's charges as an action to try and break an object. So I will be aiming to try and break one of the wheels on any carriage that comes past us. If they seem hostile, to bring that cat to a halt.
Okay.
Can I put a big grease patch on the floor?
You can do whatever you want. I'm just looking
Sorry, I
up.
I'd
just-
like to cast a wish, please.
No. I'm just having a look. Just looking up some AC and HPs.
Yeah, I got not a lot of either then.
Okay, so are you all coming up with a plan before?
I think we've all just spontaneously started doing shit.
Cool. Right. So let's start at the top. So what do you want to do? So Graham, you said you wanted to cast grease.
Yes.
Do you want to
I need a
Do you want to draw on
10-foot
the map?
square.
Have a draw.
Yeah.
You get it in this whole middle section because then it covers any road to go in.
Yeah,
you
that's
just-
where I'm trying. That's where I'm trying to put it.
Unless you come up here.
Somebody highlight me a 10-foot square so I can draw around it.
Somebody done it?
Mm-hmm. Let's see some artwork.
That okay there? Is that where you want it?
Yeah, close enough. Just ignore the random line that sort of bisects it as a triangle.
Ooh.
Everybody stop fucking around.
That's very arty. I was half expecting a giant penis to be drawn, but You must be
Still
passing.
time for that.
Still time.
It,
Still time.
it does catch one of the dogs as well, so it needs to do a deck save or
Dex
fall
save.
down.
Just randomly, this dog, as it's eating, just falls over. 18. Nice.
That's fine. Yeah. It doesn't even notice that the floor is greasy.
No, it's too big. Maybe it's greasy because of all the innards. It could be used to that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's some grease. Hayes, I can see you wanted.
I want to try. If as the cat comes past,
Mhm.
I want to try and jump on the back of it and go
Okay.
invisible.
It's going to be going quite fast, but we'll see how it
But
goes through the
if it's
grease.
going to be going quite fast, and I don't personally think that I'd be able to jump onto it, then I would like to do the other thing I said to you instead.
Okay. Yep.
So depending on how fast it's going when it gets there, if personal judgment says no, it's too fast, I
Yep.
can't do it. Because you wouldn't try and jump like a moving car, would you?
Very true.
But you would happily grab the back of a bicycle.
I'm going to say it's going to take. How far did I make this map? I don't know. Let's say 3 turns. It's going to take 3 turns to get across this map. And it will probably be slowed down by the grease in some form, or not, depending on how a cart makes a dex save.
The horse would make the dex save?
Oh, 1 for each leg? I don't know. Interesting. We'll find out when we get there. Like I said, I have
disadvantage because it's pulling a cart.
Yeah. I mean, I've not really thought this through in great detail because I had the idea, but not necessarily the brain power. So this is wing it time. So we've got grease. We have some invisible planage. Baltha, do you have an idea of what you want to do, or are you going to wing it when it happens?
If it looks hostile, I am going to shoot and destroy one of the wheels on the car.
Nice. Okay, so you're prepping that. Alithia.
Can I give Balfour my cannon to hold? He just I can just set it down on the floor, but it's just cooler. Actually, yeah, that's better because you've got your shield. I'll set it down on the floor, facing the same way that Balfour is.
Cool. I think I did have a token for your cannon if you want a token for your cannon.
Yeah, we just never bothered using it because I always have it in my hand.
Yeah. Alithia, what are you thinking of?
Alithia is you've let me learn this speak with animals spell.
Yes, I did, didn't I? That's good of me.
So I would like to cast that as a spell slot because I don't have my quick. Actually, no, I can't even do that because it is a 1 action. Yeah, so cast speak with animals, and then try to.
Everyone's
getting
stuff. Yeah, everyone's getting stuff set up with the grease and stuff. So if you want to resolve that now, you can cast your speak with animals. And what do you want to say?
Are you hungry? What are you eating?
Meat talks. What do you want, meat?
Are you here because you've had a master, or you're just hungry?
No, master, just food. You look like food.
Oh yes, there's more food by the river.
Yeah, sometimes there is.
Yeah, there's lots there now.
Do me a deception.
I am so good with charisma checks. Deception. Can't see a problem.
there may be food here there, but there's food here. I'm trying so hard not to be Cockney. Trying so hard. Yeah, there's food here though. Yeah, so why should I go to the Huh?
But there's fresh meat down there, and then can I like minor illusion? Does minor illusion do smells? It's just precipitation. I can do smells. Yeah, of smell of meat or something of that sort
You
coming
seem
from that direction.
You seem fresh.
Oh yeah, you should tell all your friends.
Give me persuasion. Oh, okay. Grudgingly, it's going to abandon what it's got. And where are you suggesting?
Oh, like by the river, like I said.
Okay, so they're going to move away a little. This one's going to walk through the grease, and let's see if it falls over again. 13. What's the DC?
Yeah, it failed. It's a DC 15.
Oh, the other ones laugh at it. And because you can hear the strange hisses it makes is actually laughing, and one of them just goes, "All right, Bob, you wanker, come on." Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you're okay, Bob. You want to go find that good meat by the river.
You've got to speak with animals, but somehow you know this one looks embarrassed. Okay, so they've moved out of the way, searching for the meat that you've said is there. That would have been very funny. 1 second. Okay. Right, so everything's set. Did you all want to roll initiative?
Yes.
Yeah, I look forward to going last.
Oof. That's an odd thing.
Confusing.
Yes.
What? Nat on plus 18 plus 1.12.
2d20s.
And then 20 plus 16 plus 1.12. Didn't we determine last time that it rolls it automatically twice for you and gives you the highest roll?
I don't know.
What if you have if you have advantage on?
No, that's what your initiative rolls are doing. It's automatically rolling 2d20s and telling you what the highest
Yeah.
result is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise. Okay, yeah. So, cool.
So yeah, you only have to
4
press the one,
d20s for
but
initiative.
still a crit. And then that is when it rolls through. A 19 for me.
19. Right. Top of the round. It's me, and this cart is just probably too big for this map. Is just starting to appear down here, which you can't see because it's on the wrong layer. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
And
Balther and the cannon just stood there looking in completely the wrong direction.
Now I'm on the wrong layer. There are Skinny horse, that'll do. So this thing appears thundering through this area. There are 3 people on board.
What do they look like?
Glad you're asking. Do you want to roll me a perception to see if you can see through the trees onto this moving cart? I do like a good roll.
Me too, but I didn't get one.
No.
Nope.
I'm going to burn the inspiration I have to re-roll that because I want to know.
Nice. Okay, so you can see. Now these probably won't all fit, but we can. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer now. So there is a massive cultist. No, just normal.
Jesus, look at the size of that guy.
Look at him, he's huge. So there is a. I'm just going to stack them alongside it. There is a cultist on board. There is. So the tension is palpable. There is a minotaur. And
David.
not David. And stood at the back is a female.
What race? Or is female a race?
Female is a race, but I can't remember what race I had said. I want to say half elf or human. I can't remember.
Half human?
Let me just.
Is she the woman that we saw in the warehouse arguing with Thingy?
That's
Yeah.
her, whatever race she is.
I think she was a half elf.
I think a half
Yeah.
elf. But I can't honestly remember that level of detail. But yes, you do recognise she is sat on.
Somebody that takes notes, get your notes out.
Go, Alithia,
Get your
go.
what out?
Are we having a notes off?
I want inspiration just for remembering who she was.
I mean, that is impressive. Half elf.
Cat wins.
I win.
Alia, half elf, very smart armed, monocle.
She wears a monocle.
So, bonus point for monocle.
No. No.
Both just trying to desperately claw back our inspiration.
Okay, so that appears on the screen. Baltha, you're first up.
As I heard it, does it sound, as the picture is, does it sound like there's one horse?
Just one horse, one cart.
Cool. So I'm going to hold my action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking through the gap here.
Yep.
And if I see enemy, people we recognize, cultists, that sort of thing is what I was thinking. I am going to use the ring of the ram and I am going to target the horse.
Oh. But the horse didn't do anything wrong. I mean, the horse could be a war criminal. It could be a terrible horse. We will never know. I mean, Alithia's got to speak to animals.
It could be the ox from Baldur's Gate.
It could be. It could be. That would be cool. Maybe it's a dragon in disguise. It's not.
Spoilers!
And that isn't spoilers. I just made that up.
But now you know it's not that. Spoilers!
I actually have not been able to complete that side quest. I just know it's strange, but I don't know how strange.
I did.
I did. No spoilers for me then. I think it died in a barn fire. Right. So Balthor, you are holding your action until it goes past.
until I can see. If I can't see what's on there, then I'm going to aim my ram ring straight at the horse and
Cool, because it won't move until the beginning of the next turn. So if you want an action this round, or are you
I
holding until
will-
next round?
I will don my goggles
Mm-hmm.
and still, like I say, I will
Cool.
hold the action to bonus action just to put them on,
Yep.
or free action just to put my goggles on, and then I'm still just going to hold my action to fire the ram ring.
Cool. Tom.
Okay, I'm going to get the cannon to trundle its 15 feet movement speed to there. No. Yeah, to there.
Where?
And then I'm going to cast another patch of grease.
Where?
Just
I can't see it, or is it just me?
see what?
Where's your cannon? Or have you?
Oh, it's on here for me.
Oh,
It's there.
maybe it's
I've
just
got it
me.
here.
Let me just refresh.
No, I've moved it. It's over here.
Just refreshing.
Maybe it just moves very slowly.
Yeah.
You just say trundles.
Trundles, yeah. Right, and then so it like needs to go about 4 squares down.
Oh, I still can't see it.
I'll delete the token and put it back on again.
How strange. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Just made that massive. I'm just looking. I meant the screen with all your faces. Ooh.
Alright, there we go. That's about a 10-foot square again. It's not exact, but close enough. Grease is in concentration, so I can just have 2 of them.
Lovely stuff.
And that just catches the horse's head. But obviously its feet wouldn't quite be on it yet.
Yeah. So, sorry, what was this you were casting?
Grease again, so there's now 2
Double
grease patches.
Double grease.
Double grease.
Amazing. Okay, so
It's actually class. You actually call it grease 2.
Somebody just put me a 10-foot square on that, because I don't know if I've gone quite far enough down.
This cultist looks like a cool rider.
Oh no, I've gone a little short there.
Who are you
TV.
calling
that's
Little
just
Short?
Balsa.
It's about there, wasn't it? Oh no, now I've gone too far.
You often do.
That's what she said.
Cool. Well, while
There we go.
cool, they'll do their stuff and checks on their turn next. Anything else for Tom?
No, I've used action and bonus action. That's a fucking mess down there, but
That's cool. We get the idea.
it's the middle line of those 3 lines.
The next up is the Mastiffs, but I'm going to keep them out of this for now. Hayes.
Guys, I have messaged you. I will be right back.
Okay.
He's going to kill us all.
Yeah, she's just going to sneak around your house and stab you in the back.
Ready.
Alithia.
Alethea is going to, on her cloud, fly over here.
Yeah.
And then minor illusion down here. A 5 feet? 5 foot cubes worth of meat.
Nice. Hang on.
It's just a big, like 5-foot steak.
It's like somebody's emptied out a giant tin of spam. Just a fuck you spam.
Well, that's grim. I hate spam.
I've never tried it.
I like spam.
make
Fried
a song
spam
about
with
it.
as sushi, with sushi rice. It's really
Well, that's
nice.
all they gave out in the post-war rations.
Yeah, back in my day.
Yeah.
Just before you
Wow.
say it. Okay, let's just go back because. Hang on.
Hayes is going to do what?
I'm back.
Hold on, guys. This is going to get wild.
I'm holding on.
No, I'm in for what you're going to do, Angela.
Yes.
What the haste is going to do.
It's pronounced Sprite.
Actually, she prefers 7-Up.
Prefers 7-Up where?
Ew.
Cool. So, let's go back a bit because Angela wasn't there. So, before the spam appeared, what's your move?
Mine.
Yes.
So Alicia was back over here at the time.
Mm.
I rolled my attack for one of the dogs and I missed with my flaming arrow, and oopsie, it hit Alicia's awakened spell book that she's holding in her hands. It's not damaged it enough that you can't do all your spells anymore, but it has damaged it enough that Prime Edition's no longer right next to me until you use your bonus action to recast it. So it's not an inconvenience to you as such, it's more of a benefit to me temporarily for one turn.
So I missed that. What happened?
I shot a flaming arrow at Alicia's spellbook
Where is Alethea's spellbook?
in her hand, because that's what she uses to cast from, and she was over here at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bet, hold that thought.
Mm.
Okay.
And Angela did roll to me rather than on roll 20. So.
I have an enduring spellbook which can't be damaged by fire. Good luck.
But the arrow can still get it.
So there's just an arrow width hole in it.
Yeah, that's still damage.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that anything happens to Prime Edition.
Okay. Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. Okay, so then Alicia shakes it off and goes to create some spam.
I mean, yeah, without doing PvP, because she'd know where that arrow come from.
I was out in the open. It wasn't hidden at all. It was out in the open. Everybody saw.
But yeah, yummy meat.
What have you written underneath it? Yummy meat. Nice. That's what she said. Okay. It's back to the top of the round for me. So I'm going to attempt to move all these things together. And the cart has speed. Let's just measure that.
Difficult terrain moving through Greece, so it'll be half speed.
Okay. So let's do 40 foot. So I'm going to move it all and then I'll do my rolls. So let's move it to about here. And then Wow, that's a lot of fun. Oh, I moved these things as well.
That's fine. It's gone through both patches of grease, so that'll be 2 deck saves.
2 deck saves for a horse. Why has that done that? Thank you. So it's plus nothing for a horse.
Needs to be a 15.
So it. Ha!
Fuck.
And that's plus 0 on that. So the horse and the cart
Anybody got anything to lower a
Dash.
deck save?
dash
That's a
through
reaction.
the grease
I do have something that'll lower its dex.
in
It's
1
my
minute.
ring of the lamb in a moment, yes.
Yep, in a minute.
Oh, as it ran past. Yeah.
Yep. So, as it runs, there's a little bit of slipperiness underneath, but this is a wet, dank forest. So there's nothing about this yet that has raised any alarms. Huh?
The tracks to the previous map had gone really solid, so it can't be that damp in here.
Well, maybe it dried up. But no, as in this thing is used to coming through a forest. So it wouldn't think that being mud would be unusual. So I'm saying that because it's grease, it's not raised any alarm.
Next to the river, that makes sense.
Yes. I'm just saying it's not gone, oh shit, the floor's slippy in a forest. There must be bandits. It's in your favour.
No. Might be a floodplain or something here. Yeah, I get that.
Okay. So there's no alarm raised as yet until Balthur's held turn.
A 25 to hit the horse.
A 25 to hit the horse. That will hit.
And it is only. Let me just double check. Right, to refresh. Oh, no. I put a -1 on there, so I went too far. So it's 31 points of force damage as I am going to use every charge of the ring to smash this horse. It also moves it 15 feet,
Yeah.
which would move it closer to these dogs who are looking for some fresh meat.
I feel kind of sorry for this horse because that obliterates the horse.
Oh, lots of yummy meat on the floor, guys.
Okay.
Then, if I'm guessing because the horse is obliterated,
Yeah.
the carriage is going to carry on with its forward momentum. But
Yeah.
as there's nothing guiding it, and it's on grease,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it may topple over or something.
Yeah.
But that's up to you. I'll let you decide how you want to do this.
I mean,
I was going to aim for a wheel, but I thought the horse sounded like a better idea.
R.I.P. Captain Smudge, you are just one ride away.
Well, it certainly is a
from
fucking smudge now.
retirement.
Yeah.
It was one day from retirement.
I
Well, it
retired
got
him
there one
early.
day early.
Yes. Okay. So the horse is dead. The cart is toppled and on its side. Is there anything you want to do for your held turn?
I don't know. I was only holding my action, so I just held that one action. So that was all I did. I will now wait till my turn.
Which it is now.
Which is now.
So these things are the people we see on here are all prone, laid on the floor. One imagines. Then, is the cat got over?
Yep.
How much damage did they take from this charging car that's traveling through the forest and then fall onto the ground?
They're all fairly reactive. They're on a thing, so no, they're not going to take any damage.
Okay, that's fine. As an action, I would like to use my tinderbox and light a torch.
And then throw it at the grease patches on the
Alpha
ground.
is going to throw the torch onto the grease.
which is what I was going to do on my turn anyway.
Okay.
Balthor has no love for these cultists.
No.
Or their horses.
Even though he knows it's villagers under a spell.
There's a Minotaur there, and he did recognize one of these bad people that we know, so he's not taking any chances.
Collateral
Okay.
damage.
I think what I might do, given the time, I think I'm going to stop us there. And after this map and whatever disaster this is before the IRL. So if we've got a session, half a session or something in the lead up to it, I will finish it off. If not, we will start the IRL with this.
Well, Scott's away next week, and then I was going to maybe do session 1 of mine the week after, but I'm quite happy to finish off Vanguard to get us up to where we need to be for the IRL, and I'll just postpone that till after the IRL.
Cool. Or
Gives me longer to work on it anyway.
I can't imagine this is going to take 3 hours because I'm not intending anything after this.
I mean, you didn't think that fight with 3 head crabs and some will-o'-the-wisps would take an hour and a half, but it did.
Kind of thought I did.
We've still got 10 minutes. We could maybe get another round in.
Huh?
We've still got 10 minutes. We could maybe get another round in.
No, because I need to think about it, and I'm very tired. So I want to
Fair
make sure
enough.
I give you the best stuff possible. So I am going to stop it here because I do need to go now before I do implode. And yeah, it will give me time to think of stuff, talk to various, and I want to make this proper good fight, not me just winging it now, because I would be winging it. I half anticipated shooting from the cart that's going by, not anything else. So
Fair enough.
good stuff. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
I just felt so inspired to do that sort of thing.
I know, and I loved it. Just wasn't prepared for it because I've not been very well prepared this time, and I should have
Not like you.
anticipated a lot more hijinks.
You are ever prepared for us? Because I know in Everthon, I'm never really prepared. I think I am, but I never am
I mean,
prepared.
that is true. That is very true. Prepared is just a state of mind, not actually any practical use. So we will try and pick up the latter half of this fight next time, and remember why there is a big pink splodge that says yummy meat on it. I love that. Craig, when you listen to this back, in the chat, you just need to write yummy meat. I like doing
That's
little
what she
Easter
said.
eggs for future Craig.
Let everyone know that we finished. I finished the session. I'll let everyone know I've
Yes.
finished watching the session back.
That's very true. And the yummy meat ends the session.